Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Sunday. Let's talk a little bit about my Bahia project lawn. This is the home of Jason T over in Sarasota, and this is an old school Florida lawn. The houses here are built in the late 60s, early 70s. These classic Florida ranch homes, they sit just 13 feet above sea level, just 1 mile from the Intracoastal Waterway. Now, the soil here is very sandy, and therefore most of the lawns in this neighborhood are planted with Bahia grass. Now, here at the end of January, the lawn had just been shocked with some freezing temps, and you can see the Bahia is kind of struggling not to go dormant. The biggest eyesore, though, is this signal grass that has taken over large swaths of the lawn, especially right along the sidewalk. Now, signal grass is normally an annual, meaning it germinates in the spring, grows all summer, spreading and taking advantage of the rains that we get during the summer. But then sometime over the winter, we'll get a decent freeze. It'll drop seeds and die, and then the process starts all over. However, if we don't get a good long freeze, this is Sarasota, Southwest Florida, it will not die, and it just continues to live as a perennial, which often happens here. Now, this lawn is not irrigated with a system, but it's only 1,000 square feet in the front and 1,000 square feet in the back, and Jason does a good job of keeping up with the irrigation manually. He also mows tall and consistently when needed. So the key here is that the homeowner is able to do his part with the watering and the mowing. So here's the plan. In January, we fertilize with Flagship to get the existing Bahia grass moving, as well as applied a 3-month dose of prodiamine to stop any more signal grass from coming in. I needed to wait a little while and see what was going to die from that freeze versus what was going to live. One thing's for sure, though, there was absolutely no Bahia grass visible in these areas along the sidewalk. The signal grass choked it out, so we were going to have to either seed or sod these areas down the road. So I checked back in a little over 3 weeks later, and you can see we got some pretty decent green up in the existing Bahia, but that also revealed some other stuff that we're going to have to deal with now. All right, so now what we've discovered is this is still signal grass right in here, but a lot of it did die from the cold, and now we're seeing a lot of the wild Bermuda all in through here. This is all wild Bermuda. So we'll have to decide what we're gonna do, because that wild Bermuda kind of stretches right out in through there and back down, and then there's a little bit over there. This out over here, this is a giant patch of signal grass that hasn't died completely. So we'll decide what we're gonna do there. And then this is some more Bermuda that's coming in. A little bit of signal grass in there too, but mostly Bermuda that's just dormant right now. So that's just dormant Bermuda grass right there. But overall, we're definitely looking better. Now, you notice I'm being patient here. I want to wait and see how the lawn progresses through the spring, which here in Florida is our dry season. The homeowner can definitely keep up with the general irrigation, but if we seed or sod, that's going to require a whole nother level of watering care. And I just want to wait until we get a little bit closer to summer, which is when our rainy season starts, so we can get that free rain every day. For now, though, I did apply fertilizer again and a new biostimulant called Soil Fit, an 803, and that'll keep the existing Bahia grass healthy and thriving, as well as start to work on the soil health. Hey y'all, I just had to break in here to make sure I clarify here. So far, here's what's been put down at the property. In January, we did an application of Flagship and then a dose of prodiamine. That was just a 3-month dose, so 3 pounds per 1,000. And then came back on February 16th, did an application of 7020 Stress Blend, which is just the normal bag rate, which puts down 0.21 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000, and then also a dose of the 803 soil amendment. It's called Soil Fit. It's got the protein hydrolysates in it and some other cool stuff. It's natural based. That was also put down, which also delivers a 0.24 pounds of nitrogen. So overall, we're at about 1.5 pounds of nitrogen from January through February. From there, Jason kept it mowed and watered during the months of March and April. And the next time that I checked in on the Bahia lawn was May 6th, not that long ago. And you can see we have some very good color in the Bahia, and it's looking nice and thick. Now from here, we can really assess what these edges look like. And keep in mind, I only put down 1 application of prodiamine. That has worn off by now, and I did that on purpose because now we can decide for the next step, what are we gonna do? We're gonna seed, we're gonna sod, and we can actually take action there. So what's interesting is all of this died off from the cold, which we were hoping would happen. Here's some that lived through the cold, right? Along the edges, which makes sense because probably when the freeze came, it was a little warmer along these edges. So that means that was able to live and that. But we didn't get any new stuff germinated because we put the prodiamine down. Anyway, so that's nice. That's what we wanted, was that dead. Now we're going to kill off the rest of this today with some glyphosate.
Okay.
And then that wild Bermuda that's there. And then we got, that is not Bahia right there. So we'll kill off that.
Okay.
Yeah, see all this in here, just a little bit of signal grass.
Oh, yeah.
There's some Bermuda there. This is signal grass all right here. Right there. All along this edge. Yeah, it's a lot worse than I thought. We just couldn't tell when it was still cold.
Sure.
And then over here we have a little bit of signal grass. Got to be careful in here. But yeah, some signal grass. Okay, this is not going to be too bad.
Okay.
Look at the rest of it. Looks beautiful.
Yeah, she's been coming along. I just got hit. I got my water bill the other day.
Yeah.
We're under water restrictions now until the rains come slicking. I was hitting this like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Just to bring her out. Now I can only irrigate on Tuesdays.
Now that same day, May 6th, I applied glyphosate to any living signal grass or Bermuda grass in the lawn, just kind of spot sprayed around. Now in the next video, I'll show you start to finish how we seeded the lawn, what steps we took and why, and what results we achieved. The main thing that I want you to get out of this video is that number one, you don't need a quick fix for the lawn all the time. We took a good 4 months to see how things would respond to some basic applications. Number two, this then gave us the opportunity to decide on seed or sod and then take advantage of the free water we're going to get here during the summer rainy season. And number three, the existing Bahia lawn is looking really good with just 2 applications of fertilizer and 1 application of my 803 Soil Fit amendment. Now that seed just went down yesterday, so give me a couple 2-tree weeks for that next video to come out. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, really appreciate that, and leave me any comments or questions that you have in the comments below. I'm Alan Hay, the Lawn Care Nut. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the lawn.